It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Noles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Brian.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the team. You have got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Back to throw, it's Dobbs. Working that left side now.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Snap from the gun on third down. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, This is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The long 58-yard attempt backfires, and now the offense is set up in plus territory around the 41. Got his man on the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Seminoles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. It's complete to the right. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. It's complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Dobbs. It's on target and complete. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Sullivan. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Tigers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting him, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Dobbs. Hauls it in. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Sullivan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. He's looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw, because that was man coverage. You really had
a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's
touchdown Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They have it once again in spectacular. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Looking for a man. It's Dobbs. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back up, trying to get that offensive spear flaming. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Quarterback making adjustments. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun. Pressure coming. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat. Make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab on the left. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
Man, as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out.
Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Dobbs. He's got it on the run. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd and goal coming up. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might be calling a hot route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't make... The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
It's complete. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Complete in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Clemson.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Dobbs. Fires to the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Dropping back, it's John. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Under fire. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up, and the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Oh, man, if the defense, you're just like, dang it, if that would have just stayed in bounds for a second longer, we could have got the ball, maybe made some momentum, something happened, but the offense definitely dodged the bullet on that one.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker, that guy matched up on a safety, keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot, get him the football, let him make plays.
Hauls it in. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Back to throw, it's Dobbs. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. And the punishment has been extended.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Dobbs. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Bringing the heat. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Set to kickoff.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Throws for the tight end. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
To the air, it's Dobbs. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. And made sure that one fell incomplete.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Sullivan. Turning it on. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you've got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Trying play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Looking to pass. It's John. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They punt it away on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been
breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All wideouts, no backs. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Scanning the field, it's John. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. That is is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. In this area of the field, you want to get heat on the quarterback, but that roughing the passer penalty gives up a first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And they're able to make the tackle.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it. Defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up third and long, but because they couldn't do that, they let him spring free. It's now third.
Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They built a comfortable lead in trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
Oh, he's got some space. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's John. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. And the Seminoles have it with a first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense is playing aggressive and physical, attacking at the 1-yard line, Palmer. They are not surrendering anything.
And I think on offense here, this is 4-down territory. You're at the 1. Let's just run the ball. Let's be more physical. Let's answer the bell.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there, they're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse,